Good evening, guys. Welcome back to Real Reds Talk. This is a preview for the game against Omonia away in the Europa League. Now, in our last fixture, we put the Sheriffs to the sword. Ronaldo and Sancho grabbing the goals in that one. This one, you would like to think it'd be a walk in the park. I'm going to get the lads' thoughts on that. Joining us today, we've got Sam, Adam, and Aaron. How are we doing, fellas?
Good. I was waiting for someone to answer.
Come on.
I was trying to be gentleman and let the other guys say something, and then nobody said shit. So,
well, that's where you fucked up. You all fucked up. You've let yourselves down. You've let your family down. You've let everyone else down. Anyway, before we dive into the preview, guys, please subscribe to the channel. 1,000 subs is the target before the end of the year, and let's make that happen together. We're getting closer and closer. We're on 610, I think. Are we on 610 now?
610, yeah.
Something like that?
Yep.
Somewhere around that ballpark area anyway. So, yeah, we appreciate all the support, and, yeah, please continue. We always start the preview off with a bit of trivia related to... This one's going to be related to United in Europe. People in the comment section get involved as well. Go on.
I was going to say that we haven't played Omonia ever, so I don't think there's
any...
we
can't do any... No. Can't do any fucking trivia on that whatsoever. So I've just done it based on United in Europe. So that's Europa League or Champions League. I think most of you will get this, but I'm not sure about the second part of it. So I'll say, what is Manchester United's biggest scoreline in UEFA competition? Of late, so I'm talking Europa League, UEFA Cup, and Champions League, not like 1958 and fucking all that shit.
Is it Roma?
Yeah, I was going to say Roma.
Yeah, Roma, 7-1. Can you remember any of the goal scorers in that?
Carrick
got 2.
Ronaldo. Is that where he scored that header from like fucking nowhere?
Yeah. Yeah, Ronaldo got 2 as well. And then there was 3 other goal scorers. Rooney, Rooney got 1.
I was going to say
Evra got 1, yeah.
Yeah, I thought he did.
And then
really
one more.
I can't remember that one.
Darren Fletcher.
No.
Louis Saha.
No, he wasn't an attacker, he was a striker. A lot of people forget about this player, you know. He had a bad injury. Really bad injury. Come on. First initial A. Can't give you any more than that. Come on.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Come on, a striker. He had a really bad injury, and his first name begins with A. A lot of people forget about him, though, to be fair. So as soon as you say it, you're like, oh shit, yeah, fucking hell. Do you want to tell you?
Yeah.
Alan Smith. Yeah. Oh shit. Even when I was going back through it before, I could remember the Carrick and Ronaldo ones and Rooney, but I couldn't remember Evra and Alan Smith. So yeah, Carrick got 2, Ronaldo got 2, Alan Smith, Rooney, and Evra on the score sheet in that.
Our mum's favourite player, that wasn't it?
It was what?
Our mum. She loved Alan Smith. One of her favourite players. She did.
He sounded like you won't get the reference because you don't watch Game of Thrones. No. But he sounded like Jon Snow. Went, mum. She
did. Every time he used to play,
she loved Alan Smith.
She liked Alan Smith, Carlos Tevez before he went to City, obviously, and then Roy Keane. So. Did
you like Alan Smith for his footballing ability though? Or
no, it was just because he was a bit of a shit house.
Oh, fair enough. Must run in the family then. Must be in the blood. Yeah. Who is the all-time top goal scorer in the Europa League? Any guesses? Throw me any guesses you want.
Who are top goal scorer or the all-time?
No, just the all-time.
All-time, Jesus Christ.
It's a proper curveball, that, isn't it? Because I don't think a lot of people.
Probably played for Sevilla.
Yeah.
Or Villarreal.
Nope, played for none of them. Do you want a clue?
Go on.
He actually played for us.
Did he?
Diego Forlan.
Nope. And he signed for us on loan.
Larson.
Yeah. Emmerich Larsson's the top scorer. I think Hunter Lars just behind him as well with what was it, 37? I think it's 37 goals or something in 45 games. Quite a decent record. And then the last one, I think Aaron will know this because you just mentioned him. What team has won the Europa League more times than anyone else, and how many have they won?
I don't even need to say it, man. I've just said it.
Oh, Sevilla, but how many times have they won? 4 in recent.
5.
But the UEFA Cup's included as well. It's 6. They've won it 6 times in total. Fucking decent record, that. I think we was discussing Lopetegui.
Yeah.
Off I was going to say off air then, off air, whatever you want to call it. He's actually won it a few times with Amante, and then Unai Emery was one who won it with Sevilla as well, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, done quite well in that competition. Let's take a look at the opposition tomorrow night, then, lads. We literally know fuck all. Let's be honest, no one watches the Cyprian League, and if they do, they've got far too much time on their hands. So all we can really judge them on is the campaign that they've had so far in our group stage. They lost to Sociedad 2-1, lost to Sheriff 3-0. Against Sociedad, they had 29% possession and 2 shots. And then against Sheriff, they actually had more possession, but was a little bit more competitive, but they still got fucking beat 3-0. I'm going to try be as respectful as I can on this, right? If we lose to Omonia tomorrow, I will knuckleball my cat into the canal tomorrow, because that's how confident I am that we will not lose the game tomorrow.
Well, Lola, get ready to learn how to swim, because this might happen.
Yeah, I honestly, I believe we're going to steamroll them tomorrow. Clip it, do whatever you want with it, but I think we're going to smash them. If you look at our form in the Europa League, we lost to Sociedad, but won comfortably against Sheriff. So it would seem that Sociedad was just, a little bit of a blip in the road, and we're obviously going to get the job done tomorrow night, lads. We're obviously coming off a loss against the... fucking hell, I can't speak today. Against Manchester rivals of Manchester Derby, Manchester City, you know what I mean. So this is kind of the perfect game to bounce back. Adam, we're playing a low-ranked team tomorrow, as I just said then. Are you expecting a lot of rotation?
Well, given the comments that I read, I heard he wants to start a very strong team. So I think he just wants to get the job done. I think we'll see a strong team tomorrow.
Okay,
I'm being honest.
I like it. Sam, Eric Ten Hag said in his press conference, Harry Maguire, Rafael Varane, Wan-Bissaka and Donny won't feature tonight, but there was no clarity as to why Wan-Bissaka and Donny van der Beek isn't playing. He said Maguire and Varane are injured, but then wouldn't really comment on the other two, which I thought was a little bit weird. Do you think he's just dropped them completely now?
I mean, Wan-Bissaka definitely, because he's not. I don't think he's going to feature in the team unless we get a major injury to Dallo or something, where Dallo's out for a long time. Because I know Lissandro can play right back, can't he?
Left back. He can't play right back.
I cannot play right back.
No.
So yeah, unless we get major injury to Dallo, I don't see Wan-Bissaka in this team for the foreseeable future anyway. Maybe if we get somebody in the League Cup or somebody in the FA Cup, like Northampton Town or something like that, maybe he'll get a game then. Donny van der Beek, can we put missing posters up yet? Can we call the police, ask?
I could have done that a while ago. Could have done that really.
What is going on with this guy? He's not injured, but he's not on the bench. Has he been seen at training? Has he been in training? Has anybody seen him in the training ground?
God knows. I haven't seen any clips of him personally.
Don't know what's happened to this guy.
I think he's fixing the leak on the roof out Trafford or something like that.
That's Phil Jones's job, that.
Yeah. Get off
Donny's
me,
his apprentice.
His head in the crack.
Yeah. I think he needs to be on crack, Phil Jones, doesn't he?
Right, let's not turn it back into the roast of Phil Jones, because you're going to go down a dark deep route.
We spoke about Donny yesterday, didn't we? In quite a bit of detail, so I won't go too much into it. But
yeah,
what
about the competition, Sam, for the right back? Does that not worry you? If Wan-Bissaka's played hardly any football whatsoever, has he played any minutes in the Premier League at all? I don't think he has. I think it's just been Dallo.
Not the Premier League,
straight from the start. No. So then, if we get an injury to Diego Dallo, what do we do then?
We play Wan-Bissaka. That's because I think we were looking, weren't there? There was rumours we were going in for a right back. That was the next player we wanted to get in the door. That was the rumours of the thing, along with a striker. Obviously, it didn't happen before the window closed, so I'd assume that would be the first priority, whether that be in January, which I don't think it will be, because I don't think we're spending money in January. So next summer, I think the priority would probably be right back, striker, possibly a goalkeeper. I think they'll be the positions they target in the summer. So I think Ten Hag is just happy to make do at the minute and just hope and just gamble that Dallo doesn't get a major injury. I think we've made a mistake letting Ethan Laird go. I think he would have been a good backup. I think he'd be worthwhile, especially in this sort of game or in a cup game. So I think he'd be great. but obviously we've let him go on loan because we wanted to give him game time, so you can understand that. Dan's in the chat. He's just put, you're all forgetting Lindelof can play right back. Do you remember that? You remember that in the Champions League?
Never, ever again do I want to see that. It lacks the physicality, it lacks the pace,
Jesus
it lacks
Christ.
everything you need for a right back.
Ralph, I loved you, mate, but Jesus Christ, what were you doing?
Yeah.
But yeah. That's...
If Dowler was to get injured, I was just thinking, then do you think we'd go to a back three?
I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know what we would do because Ten Hag does not fit the way Wan-Bissaka, does not fit the way Ten Hag wants to play. He's like the complete opposite to the way he wants to play. And it shows because, look, I might be over-guessing here or whatever. I don't think he'll start tomorrow. He's not even starting in these games against Omonia. Do you know what I mean? Or against like Sheriff when we played them. If he's not starting in them, like it potentially might switch it up, in my opinion. But then even if you change it to a back five, who are you going to play? Like a wing back?
Yeah, because Anthony didn't get back, did he, at all against City? Sancho doesn't get back like whatsoever. So they're the two guys you normally play on the right. So that kind of goes out the window if you want to play one of them as a wing back because they're not going to track back.
I think we've got like 10 games this month as well. We've got a proper busy schedule. And I remember we was discussing Sam on the review to the Manchester derby, and we were saying, like, if we get one injury to like an Eriksen or Lisandro Martinez and Maguire's got to come in, or we go back to McTominay and Fred, we're fucked. We're absolutely fucked. It's a similar situation with the attacking areas as well, because you know what Martial's like with his injuries. Ronaldo's not even been in the team properly. Rashford had a bit of I know we didn't get many touches against City, but his hold up play and everything wasn't that good anyway. So yeah, just sticking with the attacking or the striker position, Aaron. We've been debating about Cristiano over the past couple of days. It's been a hot topic within the United fan base at the moment. Where's your head at with this situation at the moment? And if he does start tomorrow, are you expecting a strong performance?
Well, where my head at is starting to fucking do my head in, to be honest. It's like...
Who, Ronaldo himself or the situation?
Nah, the situation. I know it's obviously personal preference and stuff like that, but I kind of agree with Roy Keane, man. I feel like he's starting to be a bit disrespected. We were the ones that said we wanted to keep him, knowing that he wanted to leave. Ten Hag sat in his press conferences and said, yeah, I can't wait to work with him, he's part of my plans and all that. So why is he on the bench? Like, fucking, for me, he's the best striker we've got, best chance of goal scoring. And people say that, yeah, you can't fit the system. For me, I don't think that's right. I mean, you look at City, have a lot of the ball or whatever. I know we play different, but it's like Haaland doesn't touch the ball unless he scores. They don't care if he presses. They don't care if he tracks back. I just think with your main striker, I don't care what he's doing as long as he's scoring goals. You know what I mean? That's for me anyway. Like, what do you remember Ruud van Nistelrooy for? How much yard he covered or how many goals he scored?
Yeah.
For a player that scored 24 goals last season, and you're telling me he has a summer off and he's finished, he's lost it. It's like, come on, man.
A couple of counterpoints.
Father time catches up to everybody though. Like age,
4 or 5 months though.
Yeah, but it can happen at any point. It can happen at any point. You see, like, you're a big fan of MMA, Aaron, like me. You see fighters, and the fight before, they look absolutely fantastic, and then at some point they'll just get knocked out, or the fitness or something will go, and they're just not the same anymore. And it's just there's no rhyme or reason for it.
You don't lose that movement in the box zone. You don't lose that killer instinct. Yeah, you lose the yard of pace. That's fine. But Ronaldo, for any 37-year-old, should not be needing to press for the full game. That's what people forget. He's 37 years old.
It's a different system, though, isn't it? Like, City play very differently to us. It's a very different system.
Why sit there in a press conference and say, yeah, because I can't wait
to
be part of his plans and that?
Ollie lied all the time. Ollie said shite in press conferences.
They
never tell the truth.
I'm not like against Ten Hag. I still think he's the right man. I back him fully.
Yeah.
But in that position with a player of Ronaldo who's done, for me, he's done more than any player that we've got in our squad at the minute for United. He's done more in his career than anyone. At least, yeah, if he wants to leave, don't sit there and say, yeah, we keep you. Let him go. It is disrespectful.
I think it was
But
Joe.
was that a manager
It
decision,
was Joe
or was
Glazer,
that not?
wasn't it?
Yeah, was that not
Yeah.
a board decision to keep him? Because then
Yeah.
either way,
Doesn't
So-
matter whose decision it is. For Ronaldo, he's in a shit situation now. Like, yeah, he wanted to leave, but so did Wayne Rooney in 2010, and he stayed, and we got on with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So either play him or just let him go. It's like,
I think
But
Ten
what
Hag.
if
he'll go-
what if the manager's sanctioned it and he said, yeah, I'm happy for him to go,
Yeah.
and the board were against it? We've seen it happen loads of times
That's
with
what I-
managers before.
that's-
Then his
that's-
hands are tied. So
that's
what
what I
else do you
think.
want him to do?
I get that, but I'm talking on Ronaldo's point of view. Like the disrespect that he's getting from fans as well. I think, come on, man. Like, I
That's
don't
From
know.
fans, I agree, but I don't think it's this. Sorry, go on, Sam.
That's what I thought things happened. I think Ten Hag said, you can go because you're not in my plans. You're not going to fit the system a thing. And then Joel Glazers stepped in and just gone, it's not happening. He's too valuable commercially. He sells too many shirts. He makes too much for merchandise. Blah, 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 blah. Money, bottom line. That's why he's still here. I think Ten Hag wanted him to go. But obviously Ten
And
Hag
it's like,
can't come out
and say something.
No, but Ten Hag can't, because if it doesn't happen, like it hasn't, he's then fucked. Because if he goes, I don't want Ronaldo,
Yeah,
I don't think he fits, and then he ends up staying like he has, he's in a fucking corner then, isn't it? Because then if he does play him, it's like, oh, what I thought about you didn't want to play him. So he can't win.
I remember last game of the season, Sir Alex Ferguson coming out against, I think it was Swansea, and he said, "Oh, Rooney didn't want to play today. He wants to leave and all that." You know what I mean? Like,
Fergie's
To be fair,
was
though,
there
Fergie's
for
got a
20
lot of
years.
credit in the bank,
yeah,
though.
he was
Yeah,
there
he's got
for
a lot of credit
so
in the bank
long.
to say that. Ten
Ten
Hag's
Hag-
been there fucking 2
Yeah.
months, hasn't he?
Ten Hag-
just
Adam,
feel
let me.
like
I'll- Go on.
just one last thing. For like Ten Hag, yeah, then maybe that you got to have a bit of backbone in it, because like I think that's added fuel to the fire when you've sat there and said, we want Ronaldo, we want him, and that, and he's not playing. So it's like that's even more questions. If you would have turned around and gone, "Oh, no comment," or "I don't wish to speak," and he's not playing, we know what's happening then. You didn't want him, but he can't say anything. But now with him saying, yeah, oh, he's part of my plans, can't wait. It's going to be a big part of this season, and for him not to play.
He said the same about Wan-Bissaka, though, hasn't he? He said, "Oh no, he's part of my plans. He's gonna get game time. He's a good player." Blah blah blah. He's not played a single minute for us. So
Let me bring Adam in on this, because you're going back and forth, and Adam sat there like. Talk to me, Adam, about this Ronaldo situation. I know we spoke about him, but the points that Aaron and Sam have been making, give us your thoughts on that.
Well, how I personally see it is, I initially thought he was in his plans. He said, "What does he guarantee?" And it was gold. And I think it's just his attitude over the summer that has let him down, and it's also set him back, because him basically not showing up for training is telling the manager, "No, I don't want to be involved." Okay, and if you don't want to be involved, well, then you can sit in the bench. And I do think it came to a point where he said, "Okay, you can go." But I do believe that the board have actually, turned around and said, "No, we're keeping him. He's just worth too much." And it's bubbled up to this kind of stage now, and it's the talking point every week. The cameras are on him.
More than the
cameras
fucking
are on
game.
him rather than the whole game, rather than the players that are on the pitch that are getting absolutely smacked. And they're like, "Oh, what does he think? Why is it always on him?" But that's what it's led to now, and I think the easiest way to deal with it is just to let him go in January. And the news coming out is that he wants to go as well. So if you can get him moved, then let him go. But I'd only do it if we can get someone in. I said it last night, and but I do initially think he was in his plans, and I think his attitude has just destroyed any reputation, especially now, unless he puts his head down and tries to get into decent form before this World Cup.
Well, Ten Hag got asked about it in his press conference, but quite a few times as well. Like, it was more the Ronaldo press conference than it was the actual Europa League game. And a lot of the things he was getting asked about was his attitude, is he happy, blah, blah, blah. Ten Hag was like, "Of course," he actually said fucking. He was like, "Of course he's not fucking happy because he's not playing." But his attitude in training, he's smiling, he's working hard, everything off the pitch. He said he's contributing, but he really wants to play. And he got asked about not bringing him on in the Manchester derby. And he was like, "You have to manage different," because he said so. The journalist asked him basically, he was like, "Well, you said you didn't want to bring on Ronaldo out of respect, so why did you bring on Anthony Martial or whatever?" Blah, which is quite a tough question to answer if you're a manager. And he said basically you have to manage different personalities. You have to deal with a range of different personalities and how you think is best to go about that. So yeah, it's a situation, and we knew as soon as that deadline came at the end of August or start of September, we knew it was just going to be an issue. We know it's going to be an ongoing issue until the January window opens, and then that's all we're going to be talking about when we get to the January window. So it's an ongoing thing. For me, I hope he gets back on the pitch scoring. Yeah. We'll see what happens with that. Again, lads, we could talk about Ronaldo all day. I want to slowly bring it back to the Omonia preview. I almost forgot what team it was then. So I've done a bit of digging. As I said, I knew absolutely nothing about the club, and I've been watching some clips on him to see how they set up and provide a bit of knowledge on the club itself. So over the course of the history, Omonia have won 21 national titles, 15 Cypriot Cups, including a penalty shootout triumph in the last season's competition, and 17 Cypriot Super Cups. They've never been relegated from their domestic top flight, and they have the highest capacity stadium in the country, the GSP Stadium, which is, I think, about 23k. I actually didn't know this. I think one of you, it might have been you, Aaron, who mentioned it, but the Celtic manager, former Celtic manager, Neil Lennon, is their current boss. He sets them up in a 5-3-2, tries to stay compact, tactically organised, and hit teams on the counter-attack. They've got quick players.
Is it actually called the GSP Stadium?
Yeah.
That's funny, that. I like that. It's GSP Stadium.
Yeah. GSP Stadium. We've actually never played this team before. As Sam mentioned at the start of the preview, this is the first time our paths cross, and I'm sure the home team are hoping it's not going to be the last one, because whenever United come into town, they always turn up, don't they? So in terms of us, we've had a mixed start to our campaign, but you would think with the difference in the quality in this game tomorrow, it should be a breeze for Manchester United. Adam, we haven't really seen any players out of the ordinary in this campaign so far. If you think about the teams that are in our group, Sociedad, Omonia and Sheriff, you would have thought we would have got some cameos from the likes of someone like a Garnacho, or even Dubravka. We brought Dubravka in as a second goalkeeper. I haven't seen much of him. Is there anyone in particular who you have in mind who you'd like to see tomorrow?
Well, there's one that I want to see because I want to see him have a run of games, and it was Casemiro. I know it's not like a lesser known name or that, but I just want to see him get on the pitch and actually get some minutes in, and hopefully start consistently now, because I want to see a strong midfield, especially after the midfield performance that we saw last weekend. I just want to see us dominate the midfield, and I think there's no excuse for us not to. But I know they play 3 in midfield, but we mainly do as well. We play obviously 4 at the back. They're playing 5, but we should be able to dominate this lot, and it should be seen as an opportunity to get some minutes in for these players and actually try and build a bit more confidence after the confidence battering that they got last weekend. But I'd probably say Casemiro, and I would like to see one of the young lads up front, whether it's Garnacho, Palestri, someone like that. I know he's bringing is it a 22-man squad with him?
Yeah. And Garnacho scored actually over there. I don't know if you saw his goal.
The Bado.
He scored a last-minute winner. But just let me ask you about Casemiro there. We're playing Everton on Sunday. There's been loads of reports coming out that he's going to start that game. So then how do you tailor the game time between McTominay? Well, 2 questions between McTominay and Casemiro. And then you've got the likes of, will Ronaldo start or will Anthony Martial start? Like, how do you tailor that game time as well? Because both sets of players need game time, don't they?
I think he kind of split it. Like, I know he likes to make the changes at the hour mark. I think that's the best mark to do it. Whether it's bringing Martial on for the last 30 minutes. I'd probably start with Casemiro, give him the hour, and get him kind of ready for the full 90 minutes against Everton. I'd put Ronaldo up front too. I would, till the hour mark, bring Martial on, then run at tired legs, and I think he could punish them as well. So that's how I personally do it, and I'm hoping he does it that way as well. Because we have some proper speed coming off the bench, and we can utilize that, especially if they manage to hold us. There is always that possibility they might hold on to 0-0 till the hour mark. So bring on some fast legs against tired legs.
Absolutely. And Sam, a similar suggestion, I suppose. Do you think we're going to go strong? And if so, is anyone you would like to see in particular? Anyone you bring off the bench, etc.?
I think he is going to go strong, because I think obviously because we lost against Sociedad and then we got one against Sheriff, so I think he wants to get some points on the board, just so it's not an absolute scramble towards the end of the group stage and finish top. So I think he wants to just smash these, get the 3 points. We're on 6 points, then play Who do we play at home first? Do we play Sheriff at home first?
Ammonia after this
At
game
home,
because
okay.
I'm going to it.
Yeah,
I bought
so
the
am I.
tickets before.
Yeah, so am I.
Out.
So am I.
Is that Ammonia at home? I was
Yeah.
like,
I know, my girlfriend wanted to go, and I was just like, "These are the only ones." She's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I think
Wear a heavy jacket. Might be cold. You don't want to get pneumonia.
Wait.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Oh. Adam, you can leave
dying to
now.
say that all
night.
Adam, you can leave. Get out.
Get out.
Go away. Absolute disgrace. Yeah, I know Zidane Iqbal's in the squad, in the 22 man. I know he's travelled, so it'd be great to see him come on. I'd love to see him get some like 20, 30 minutes. That'd be great. Palestri, I know I put a post out on Instagram today about his quote saying he wants to play and he wants some game time. He wants to help the team, so that'd be great. Get Palestri some game time. We'll probably do a strong team just so we can get a couple of goals ahead, maybe 2-3, and then he'll probably like ring the changes because we get 5 subs, don't we? So we'll probably get like a bunch of changes in the second half if we're up by 2 or 3 goals. You'll see the likes of Zidane, you'll see Palestri, Garnacho, maybe like Adam said, Martial will get 30 minutes, etc. So I think you'll see the changes if we're a few goals to the good. I think that's the way to do it, and hopefully that's the way it goes.
It's funny. I imagine if you would have said to Ronaldo and Casemiro a couple of years ago when they was at Real Madrid that a couple of years down the line, I'm going to show you your future now, lads, and they're playing Ammonia, or they're on the bench against Ammonia in the Europa League, they'd just be like, shut the fuck up, you're talking shit. Crazy times. Aaron, Bruno Fernandes was in the press conference alongside Eric Ten Hag. Got asked numerous questions. One of the questions was about the captaincy role and how he's managing it currently. Just give us your perspective or where your head's at with that situation. Are you happy for it to be Bruno? If not, who else would you choose and why?
Yeah, I don't have an issue with it being Bruno. I feel like out of the players obviously in the squad at the minute, he's kind of produced. A lot of them haven't. But nah, I don't know. You'd look at maybe De Gea, Varane, Ronaldo. Obviously, he's not playing, but yeah, I think Bruno's a solid choice. He plays most games, rarely injured. He's vocal on the pitch, so yeah, I'm happy to have him as captain.
What about he gets scrutinised quite a lot for it. He did an interview with The Athletic with Adam Crafton, and we discussed it on the show. And he got asked a lot about his body language and how he complains quite a lot. Is that a thing that bothers you at all?
Sometimes it does when it's like, just get on with it. Say if we need a goal or whatever. But then on the other hand, I remember a certain captain against Tottenham when Martial was sent off and Rashford was arguing, and I remember our certain captain actually saying to Rashford, "Oh no, the ref checked it, he's right." So I don't ever want to hear that. So
you know what? I completely forgot about that.
I just remember it. He's like, no, leave it. He's checked it. Nah, don't be like that, man. Even if he's wrong, just argue.
Yeah. It's absolutely all. Especially as a captain, it's all in for your squad, regardless of the situation. If that was under Mourinho, he would have absolutely shit his pants. Like Mourinho, is so anti that. He's win at all cost. I'm sure.
Yeah, he'd never played again.
Yeah, never, ever. And well, he might not play again ever. We'll see what happens with Harry Maguire. Let's do a quick fire round, lads. Will we score more than 3 tomorrow? Yes or no?
No.
I'm gonna go yes, and if they don't, it'll be a disgrace.
Will Ronaldo score?
Get pneumonia.
You've beaten that joke to death, by the way, Adam. You got to go on good one, and now you're beating it into the ground.
I actually forgot the question because
it's all right. Adam masked it with his dad joke. Will Ronaldo score?
Yeah,
hat trick.
Oh god.
Here we go again.
No, I think he'll score.
Someone check what's in his coffee.
It's not even coffee. It's a juice.
A juice in a mug. Savage. Check his laptop. Check his fucking laptop. Sam, will Ronaldo score tomorrow? Or are you just leaving it in the air?
No, he won't.
No? Okay. So we're not scoring more than 3, and Ronaldo won't score.
I don't think Ronaldo plays, so that's why I don't think he scores.
Interesting. We're going to get to predicted 11s in a second. Will we keep a clean sheet? Yeah.
I hope
surely.
so. I fucking hope
Come
so.
on.
Oh,
No,
God.
you don't think we're against Omonia? Come
I
on.
remember. What were they called, man? That Turkish team. Oh, mate, they wore the.
Tasraif and Abache.
Nah.
Istanbul. Istanbul.
Oh, yeah.
The Axel Twanzebe. The fucking
corner.
Yeah. Oh,
From the oh my god,
Jesus
terrible,
Christ.
absolutely terrible. Yeah, but come on, this is like the San Marino of the world. Like, sure, but what did you all say about the clean sheet, very quickly, again?
I hope so.
I'm saying no.
No, Adam.
I think we'll get a clean sheet.
Will Casemiro
Maguire's
start?
starting.
He's injured, so he won't start.
He
Will Casemiro? Gee, what is going on? Have you all just blanks or something? Will Casemiro start?
I keep going to say something, and Adam interrupts with his dad jokes. So I was like,
The jokes are just throwing me off.
yeah, that's ruining the flow,
What
man.
is
He's ruining the
happening
flow
here?
of the show.
He's not said it in the past 2 sentences. What are you on about? Will Casemiro start? Yes or no?
No.
No.
Yeah,
No. Yes. Right. Okay. The last one. Will we see a youngster get some game time or a couple? Do you think?
As a sub, yes. I don't think one starts.
Yeah, not from the start.
Not from the start.
Do you agree with that,
I
Adam?
feel like
completely agree.
he's treating it like like Mourinho did, where he just wants to win it, so it's a strong team all the time.
I find it crazy
that's
though.
how it's gonna be.
Like going Casemiro, fucking Lisandro, maybe Ronaldo against Omonia. It's weird, but hey ho, is what it is. Let's go into predicted 11s. I'll do mine very quickly as always, and then I'll ask the lads for theirs. I'll go with. It's a bit of a weird one. This. I'll go with Dubravka.
He's injured.
Dallo. He's not. He's in the squad.
Yeah, but he's injured. He's not fit because he was injured at the weekend, so he's not fit.
Well, I'll go with a one-legged Dubravka in there because he's still probably got better distribution than De Gea. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I'll go with.
Need fitness.
Fuck no, that's what I mean. Do you remember that? I can't remember what game it was. It was really low league, and he had a meat and potato pie.
Oh, the big fat guy. The big fat guy. Yeah.
Meat and
He got
potato
in
pie.
trouble for that actually with Paddy Power.
Did he?
He got in trouble because
he was
it
like
bet.
5-1 to eat a pie or something like that.
I'll keep it odds on a guy to eat a pie. What is going on there? 5
Yeah,
to 1 to eat a pie.
If they're the Scousers as well for a dildo to be thrown on the pitch.
Nice.
I swear during Champions League night, I swear this was a thing.
Do you know what? That
Someone
guy.
said they were raiding their Scouse mother's bedside cabinets.
I'm surprised that my bet's not been used for Luke Shaw yet.
Yeah. Luke Shaw to have
10% off. Use code Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw to have delivery at half time to Old Trafford.
Oh, fucking hell. Somebody say just eat.
Yeah.
Right. Did I get through my team? I didn't even get through my team.
No.
Did I? This fucking preview's been a mess. It's been a fucking mess.
You can blame Adam because he started this.
Yeah, his
started it.
dad jokes just crumbled. I can't remember who we had. Who was this?
Dubravka, you said.
Well, yeah, before I even mentioned the pie, that was it. That's what took me off. Dubravka, so a one-legged Dubravka eating a meat and potato pie. I'll have Dallo at right back, Lindelof, Lisandro, Luke Shaw with his delivery code, Bruno, Casemiro, and Fred in the midfield. Anthony, Ronaldo, and Martial, I think will start up top. Aaron, give me yours.
Literally the same. It was literally all the way the same. But I just don't think Martial will start. I think Sancho will.
Okay. Adam?
I'm gonna go with Rashford, Ronaldo, Anthony up front. I think Bruno, Ericsson, Casemiro midfield.
Nick's
then back
broken
four
already.
of
No, go on, Garrett. I'm good.
Malacia, Lisandro.
He
Lindelof,
seems
Dallo.
so uninterested, Adam. I've never heard you more bored in your life.
I'm sure it's not a fucking.
It's like he was looking off into the
He
distance.
just didn't
like-
care. He was just naming players at this point. He wasn't naming a
He's
squad.
like
He was just like,
He's like Jeffrey Dahmer.
he was just going, how many United players can I name until they stop me? I'm just gonna start rattling names off.
Xanax hits.
I never actually thought of my team beforehand, so I'm thinking of it on the spot.
It's just.
It was just the way you said it. He was like,
Just- Adam,
Gallo.
you were dead behind the eyes, like there was no life there. You were just fucking like.
You see, I started from the forward line. I always start from the back,
Yeah.
so I had to think extra hard. I don't know why.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
Malacia, Dallo, Lindelof, Lissandro, and I'm gonna go De Gea again.
Is that yours completed now? Did you go from the start to the back?
I don't even know. I don't even know
I
if he
went from
named.
the front line to the back.
Did he name 11 players? I don't even know if he did.
Try, if you can, try and give me yours.
Even name a goalkeeper.
No.
Yes.
Adam,
No one in there.
Adam, do you know
You
where
don't
you
need him.
are? You want a United channel? We have to do that. Like, we pick teams and stuff. Like.
You don't need a goalkeeper. It's Omonia. They're not going to score anyway. We'll be all right.
Oh.
What was that you used to play when you was a kid? When the keeper could come out,
Fly
you could just
goalie.
Like goalie.
Fly goalie. That's it. We'll have a fly goalie. Don't worry
Not,
about it.
not with De Gea's distribution. Fucking hell.
No.
That'd be the worst thing ever.
That'd be a dead fly goalie.
Oh.
Sam,
Fucking hell. What are we doing? Jesus Christ.
predicted 11, please.
Uh,
From the back to the front.
Okay.
Not
Can I
from the
start?
front, don't.
Can I start in the
Serious
Can I start in the middle? Can I start in the middle? And
Do
then
whatever you
we're
want.
at-
At this point, do whatever the fuck you want. It's what it is.
Oh, fucking hell. Who's that? Who's the youth goalkeeper? Kovac? Or we start? Yeah, let's go with him.
I don't even know if he's on the fucking squad.
yeah.
Let's be honest.
De Gea,
God.
Dallo, Lindelof, Martinez, Malacia. I'm trying to look alive as I say this.
Yeah. I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Look in the distance.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
look off to the far. McTominay, Ericsson,
McTominay.
Bruno, Martial, Anthony, Rashford.
Oh, that is different.
Yeah.
I like it. Provided a bit of difference there. Score predictions. Ding dang do. What do we think?
4-1.
Oh, thank
3-0.
God for that. Oh, it's me dead air again.
I was waiting for someone to answer.
3-0.
3-0. Adam?
Yeah, 3 now.
Okay.
Middle answer.
We're bumped over it. Let's go.
This is so hard. Like,
Oh, God.
how can you get excited for a team like that? Like, it's just fucking.
Yeah, it's a modia in it, yeah.
It's
So,
like-
disrespect. Can you imagine if we get battered tomorrow, like the clips? We're going to get out of this. Fucking hell. Anyway,
My
yeah, we've got
enthusiasm in that joke
If
that
we
I've
did.
been thinking of for the last week.
The
me
week.
moment. Me moment.
Week.
You've been sitting on that for a week.
He's had nothing else.
The thing is, as well, he's gonna use it again in like 2 weeks when we play him again, innit? He's gonna use it again.
I'm right. That's his original material. Fucking damn straight he's going to use it again. Right, lads, the kickoff
fucking
tomorrow
hell.
is at an unusual time again. I think it's 5:45 as it's an away game. So we'll be live again about an hour beforehand with our reactions to team news. Make sure.
Is Adam on the preview? Because my God, Adam's got.
I just took a drink. That's what I thought.
He's just gonna be on the preview, just like fucking, just
God.
start giving a shit.
Yeah, it's all right. We all have our days. It is what it is. We'll be live an hour before kickoff anyway. Let's hope it's a goal fest so we can have some bubbliness after the game. If you haven't subscribed,
If
go
not,
on.
if not in the review, we could just toss it off and do whatever. We could do, just do something else. Just
yeah, maybe
fucking-
there will be one, maybe there
Yeah.
won't. Who knows at this
Yeah.
point? If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do. Obviously, as you can see, there's a lot of comedy value as well as football knowledge in this podcast. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, like the video, all that good stuff. And to keep up to date on social media, just type in Real Reds Talk on TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, and you should be able to find us for all news updates. Thank you to everyone watching. Hopefully we hit double digits tomorrow. It's a 10-0 thriller. And yeah, thank you to the lads for joining me. I appreciate your ambition, your energy,
your knowledge,
thoughtfulness,
your knowledge of
your
the team.
analysis.
Concentration.
You got everything in the locker.
how
obvious,
how
so,
formation works in a team.
yeah. Thank you very much. And Aaron, it's great to have you on again. Yeah, thank you for
Yeah, it's
coming
good
on.
to be back, man.
Yeah, man. Just in future, don't have cordial in a mug. It's a bit suspicious. The police might profile you.
Also, less dad jokes next time. We promise. Especially if
No, more. Give me more. Give me more. I don't mind him. Cheers, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
See ya.
In a bit.
Wow.